Hello and welcome to Enamel Binders Tutorial Part 1. After watching this video series, you will be able to achieve results similar to one seen in these photos. To create weathering paste, we will require VMS pigment number 16 and enamel binders matte effects. Put some powder in the tray. Then introduce some binders and mix the two components. Weathering should be conducted on a varnished model. This ensures paint protection and easier weathering material manipulation. We recommend VMS Varnish HD, satin type. Apply the paste over the lower hole. This paste is reversible so you can act freely and remove what you don't like later. Evaporate the solvent to see how you did. We achieved basic mud accumulation effect, as seen on Vietnam War vehicles. Let's alter the effect using Universal Weathering Carrier. This solvent is used to reverse and enhance our weathering effects. Universal Weathering Carrier reactivates pigment layers, so we can modify them. Use Universal Weathering Carrier to blend colors, filter areas with pigment color and turn pigment layers into wash. All on the go, no special products required. Let's make it so the pigment layer is transparent and reveals the vehicle color underneath. Apply heat so that solvent evaporates and the altered pigment layer is revealed. Using this simple technique, we end up with whole color filtered with our brown pigment and mud accumulation alongside. Let's mix some weathering liquid instead of a paste and try a different approach. We are using the same color but the texture-free pigment variety. Mix pigment with the binders. We will be using both liquid and paste. We apply our textured paste over the lower part of the hole. Now we paint an even layer using our texture-free weathering liquid. The idea is to have the grit in the lower parts and the even layer above it. Observe the difference as we are evaporating the solvent. Upper area with an even layer of pigment. The texture is mostly visible on the lower parts, and both areas harmonize well. Compare the recent pigment job with the earlier one. Both are fine, you decide how to work based on your model and scenario. Let's carry on. Paint over any areas that warrant a pigment layer using your weathering liquid. Use hair dryer to work quickly. let's create some wet and damp accents, using enamel binder wet effects. Apply the binders over areas that naturally accumulate water, and dry last on an actual vehicle. Use universal weathering carrier to blend wet and dry areas. Apply heat to see how you did. The glossy binder has been dispersed, and transition from wet to dry is more natural. Please compare non-dispersed and dispersed wet effect. Non-dispersed wet effect looks unnatural, while dispersed effect looks more realistic. Imperfections such as this can be easily corrected using universal weathering carrier. If during dispersing the effect you lose too much sheen, simply add some more glossy binder over. And vice versa, use universal weathering carrier to reduce the sheen if necessary. This concludes part 1 of the tutorial. Check part 2 to find out about next steps.